Why, hello everybody, it is Kyle from Unboxed Autos, and today here we are sitting in the 2024 Kia Telluride SX-Prestige X-Pro model, and we have the keys right here to this guy, and we're going to take it for a quick drive and let you know our driving impressions here on the Kia Telluride. Now, if you guys prefer a full review, don't hesitate to check out the description below, in which case you can choose from two reviews, both a POV review or a standard full review. So if you want a full review on the Telluride, please feel free to check those out below. This video will be primarily focused on driving the Telluride. So it is push to start, so obviously it's keyless entry. You push to start, and right here the curved display comes alive front and center. Right here we have our digital driver's display. As you can see, of course, we have our speedometer and then our tachometer as well there on the right hand side. Now, interestingly enough, the Telluride comes with just one engine. They're keeping it simple. They have a naturally aspirated 3.8 liter V6 engine under the hood. So we're going to dig more though into that in just a moment. So to put it into drive though, you just use the shifter right here. Pretty standard. And then if you choose to do some manual shifting, you can pop it over there to the left hand side. It becomes fully manual, or you can just keep it there, of course, and drive. I have used the manual shifting for a little bit in terms of doing some engine braking, so going down some steep hills, things like that. Can adjust the transmission to maybe perhaps like a fourth or fifth gear if you want to keep the RPMs up, do a little engine braking. Anyway, also we do have the auto stop start off button right here, so if you choose that, you can do that right there, which is nice. Also, we have a very good camera system here. We have our 3D view. We also have here views of the tires, but that's customizable. If you want, you can look at forward and straight down. So I like that. This is good for parking, parallel parking, nice views. So have all those nice camera options as well as sensors as well. So that's nice. All right, now we are going to go ahead though and start driving the Telluride. As soon as it is safe to go, we'll hit the road. So now we're going to go ahead and get going. All right, so as I was saying, the Telluride is powered by a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. In terms of power figures, it makes about 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Now, that is a little bit there on the lower side. I would love it if the Telluride produced, say, about 40 more horsepower. That would just be absolutely fantastic, along with about 40 more pound-feet of torque. That would be really, really good. Now, in terms of other figures, the Telluride can tow up to 5,500 pounds, which is, pretty respectable. Now, the only thing, though, about this naturally aspirated V6 is that in order to really hit the power band, you need to push the car to 4,000 RPMs there with this naturally aspirated V6. Well, other competition from Toyota, etc., they're often trading out their naturally aspirated engines for turbocharged miles, which are a little peppier off the line and around town. So, well, the Telluride does have enough power to get it going. Sometimes you do have to work pretty hard to get to that power, in which case, your pedal is pretty far to the floor to get the RPMs up to where you want them to go again to get that maximum power out of this engine. I do like the 8-speed automatic transmission in terms of the shifting quality. It's nice shifts, very smooth shifting pattern, which is great. But again, in terms of the engine, it's like, if you're going up even a slight grade, the car generally is shifting a fair amount to keep the car at that speed. So I don't love that. Again, the engine could just, if we just had a little bit more power here with this engine, that would make the Telluride driving experience just so much better. I do, though, really like how the Telluride handles on the road. It has a nice tight steering feel, good center, very responsive steering. It's also not too light. So A nice on-center feel, and then as soon as you get off-center, nice responsive steering. Again, I really do like that. And even here with the all-terrain, optional all-terrain tires here on the X-Pro version, the Telluride maintains its body composure very well. I was surprised at just, again, how well the Telluride does handle these curvy roads, even at speed, kind of pushing it through some of the curves and corners. It really does keep its body composure very nicely. If you are looking to have, lots of gear, do some towing, things like that, the Telluride does also offer a optional self-leveling air suspension, which can be nice. Again, if you're packing the car with a lot of gear, things like that, it does offer that, which I think is a nice feature to have, especially with the family. Now, see, again, if I wanted to keep up or add a little speed, the Telluride did have to upshift there to a couple gears from 8th gear to 6th gear, and we were pushing there closer to 3,000 RPMs, which isn't terrible. And again, there is power if you work for it, if you work through it, but you do have to push pretty far down to really get it going. I'll step on it here as well. So you can work through the power, but again, it's not going to blow you away, and the 0 to 60 time is less than some of its rivals. And again, if the Telluride just had a little more power, it would really go a long way with the driving experience. So again, if I want to really kind of work into it here, really gotta push it a little bit hard to get it to where we want it to be. But honestly, guys, overall, the driving experience of the Telluride is enjoyable. It's quite on the inside. Great views in terms of visibility, low cut windows, great visibility, good steering feel, things like that. So overall, the Telluride does offer a lot of positive attributes in terms of its driving experience. But if I had to nitpick one thing, it would just sort of be here, the engine. And it could, again, use slightly more power, which is definitely something that I have said many times before. But once again, the Telluride is a family-focused vehicle, so not, everyone's going to be complaining about, the 0 to 60 time here in the Telluride. But from a more practical standpoint, I've been driving around here at around 7,000 feet elevation. For those of you who don't know, a naturally aspirated engine loses about 3% of its power per every 1,000 feet in elevation gain due to air density. So, if you're up at 10,000 feet, you'd have lost a fair amount of power. You add in, one or two extra, adults and a couple kids and gear for everybody. You've added a lot of payload to the car as well. So again, in terms of power figures, it could use more power to keep things a little bit more fun and balanced. One nice thing, though, about the Telluride is that it actually does have a locking center differential. So if you're wanting to do some off-roading, light off-roading, I'll say, the Telluride can do that. And I have done some off-roading in the Telluride, and it does a pretty nice job. And even in terms of, a family SUV, you're not going to be doing a ton of off-roading, but it is having that locking center diff, which is nice, not something that every family-focused SUV has, but it does have it. So if you get in a mildly sticky situation, you can activate that and probably get out of it. Again, the X-Pro version here, we are riding on all-terrain tires instead of all-season tires, straight from the factory. We have some gloss black accents on the outside, which is a nice little update, as well as some updated for 2024 exterior daytime LED lights, which have now went from a circular around the entire light to a more vertical approach, and they are also an amber and not your full standard LED. So they're an amber LED and they're vertical instead of surrounding the entire light casing on the outside. But anyway, guys, that's what we have for you today in terms of driving the Telluride. Please let us know if you have any questions whatsoever in the comments below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little POV drive here in the 2024 Kia Telluride SX-Prestige X-Pro.